Let's get to the banking space then and details around Credit Suisse. A unit there has been ordered by a Singapore court to compensate a billionaire for what may well be hundreds of millions of dollars. The bank says the judgment is, quote, wrong and it will appeal. Let's get the stories then and the detail from our senior reporter for global equity markets, JP Barnert. JP, what does the case mean then for Credit Suisse going forward?
Yeah, that's the question. I mean, the case is hanging on Credit Suisse now for quite a while, and I would say it's like amid the core package, so to speak, that led to the downfall of Credit Suisse, because it speaks to the lack of control and the lack of risk management that Credit Suisse had before it was taken over by UBS. So Billionaire suing Credit Suisse for defraudment of one of Credit Suisse employees, a rogue banker. And Credit Suisse, of course, is arguing that it did everything it could and that there is no 100% safeguard for fraud. But still, I mean, we know that Credit Suisse had a lack of risk management and preventing mishaps in their business overall, and so this ruling might not be so much about the money, though it's of course damaging for the bank. It's more about the reputation going forward, and it's going to be interesting how UBS is going to spin this. Of course, they are going to blame this on the legacy Credit Suisse management, but overall, it's not boding well for the reputation of the bank going forward.
Yeah, not good news for Credit Suisse, obviously, not good news for its new owner, UBS. Talking of which, it kind of underscores the whole UBS point around needing that backstop from the Swiss government. And we know that negotiations there are at a pretty tortured phase. What are the details? What do we know about any kind of resolution and when they get this deal finally across the line?
Well, I would say it's not too surprising because the Swiss government got a lot of heat for, again, spending billions in taxpayer money for rescuing a bank. So now it was kind of clear that there will be hiccups in the negotiations, like how the 9 billion can be used, what the details will be, when and where and what. And of course, UBS will try to get the most out of it and be able to put as much money into this basket as they can. On the other hand, you have the Swiss government who will be very keen to maybe at the end of the line say like, oh, look, we didn't even need the full 9 billion to make this all happen. So I would guess that we see a little bit more of back and forth there before we get a final close of the deal. Of course, that's not great for the stock, because stocks, I mean, we never like uncertainty in the stock market, and everybody's hoping that this merger is going rather fast, even though it's complicated. And if there are like too many hiccups here and this is going too long and it's being prolonged too long, then I guess investors will get a little bit nervous.